The creation and distribution of trail cams have helped expose many things that occur out there. After all, they were invented so that people can record things we ordinarily won't be able to witness or record despite our best efforts. Back in the day, no matter how hard people tried, they just couldn't get the footage of that bear wandering in the wild, or the ducks waddling with their ducklings across the stream. Now, with these trail cams, not only are we able to capture these amazing footages in the wild, we've also been able to record some of the most truly incredible and bizarre things out there. From ominous beings stalking in the night to accidental sightings of mythical creatures, there are some truly insane things going on out there. Luckily for you, we've searched the entire world for this footage we're about to show you. Here are some of the most disturbing trail cam captures that, till this day, nobody actually believes. Nature at its cruelest. The first entry on our list of unbelievable footage caught on camera is something that works in line with the main motives of the creation of trail cams. As we've been alluding to, many people installed trail cams in order to admire nature. With animals living and working in their elements, there are many things that can occur in these recordings. However, the installer of this trail cam in particular may not have been ready for what they saw once they retrieved their camera from the woods. This footage begins with a horned owl desperately searching for a meal in the forest. Horned owls are known to be large, powerful predators that are known to take down most creatures in their sights. As this owl in particular searched around for something to eat, an unfortunate rabbit, one of the known prey of the horned owl, just happened to hop along unsuspectingly. Suffice it to say, we all know what is coming next. The horned owl swooped down swiftly, grabbed the rabbit and tore it apart, pecking ravenously as it enjoyed its newfound meal. What's truly unbelievable about this footage is what happens next. Although we're all familiar with how devastating nature is, especially to those who are weak and unprepared, nothing can prepare us for what comes next. As when the owl was done with the rabbit, a pair of coyotes scrambled by to feed on the carcass of this poor rabbit. Nature is merciless, and unfortunately for this poor rabbit, it had to learn this the hard way. Many may not believe the harsh nature of the wild, but this serves as a reminder that nobody, not even the innocent, are safe out there. Stalker in the dark of the night. The next entry on our list is equally as unbelievable as it is scary, especially when you consider that many people who install these trail cams in the wild or on their property, mostly with the motive of recording the animals or the wildlife that might be running around in the area. And this is what the installer of this trail cam wanted and got, because they happened to be fortunate enough to record a group of deer grazing in the woods nearby. However, they definitely got more than they bargained for when they looked deeper into the contents of their video. That's because while the deer were grazing peacefully on their own, they were oblivious to the devious figure lurking in the dark and watching them while they ate. This terrifying creature does not look like anything anyone wants to see, as its lecherous demeanor dictates that it was no friendly creature. Once the footage went viral, many began to speculate about what this creature is. It could have been anything from a wild cougar to a bear looking for something to gnaw on in the middle of the night. However, nothing about this creature says it's a wild animal. In fact, others suggest it could have been a Wendigo, a werewolf, or a chupacabra. Some even speculated that it was an otherworldly creature, maybe an alien in the night looking for something to take home. Either way, this was an unbelievable recording of a devious creature lurking in the dead of the night. We're pretty sure nobody wants to see such a scary thing in their camera. Strange giant. The next footage that we're about to show is equally as unbelievable as our last entry, if not more. Many people wonder about what might come across when we leave our homes, but few could imagine this would happen to them when they hit the street. We can even speculate that some might come across some random criminal desperate for your things, or some wild animal that'll attack you, but not this. Not what this young woman came across as she drove along a country road. At some point, she happened to realize that she drove right past a large humanoid giant, standing listlessly along the side of the road. That would have been enough to leave this girl dazed and confused. And that's exactly what happened, as she came to a screeching halt in order to take a recording of this incredible entity. What's even more incredible is that this proved to be a terrible decision, as once the creature noticed what the girl was up to, the creature immediately started making its way towards her. Startled, the woman tried to speed off, but for some reason her car began to malfunction before the footage came to a haunting end. If anybody knows what happened to the girl in this footage, please let us know in the comments section. Mystery figure. As we've said time and time again, in this video, people install these trail cameras so they can record what might be going on in the wild during their absence. That being said, it still cannot prepare anyone for what we're about to show you. Even if you are familiar with the woods in your area, Dingo, a Georgia law enforcement officer, along with a partner, answered a distress call in respect of what was suspected to be hunters, who were believed to be trespassing on a private property at night. Armed and ready to put an end to this, they visited the property. However, upon entering the property, they found nothing. The next day, however, the owner of the property approached Dingo and his partner in order to show him what his trail cams had recorded. Unbelievably, the footage showed an illuminated figure that was so bright one would believe it's a fairy. All parties involved were so bewildered due to what they found. They were too nervous to come to a conclusion as to what this brightly lit figure could be. What do you think? Do you think it's a fairy as well? Please give your thoughts in the comments below. Burning Man. The final entry on our list is an unbelievable as it is troubling. Daniel, a property owner looking to carry out a controlled burn on his family's property, happened to record it on his camera. Once he carried out the exercise, he set about to explain what he was doing, which is what's known as homesteading and how it should be carried out. However, he was mostly unaware of the large man running behind him in the background, probably flustered by the rising flames in the video. Daniel was so unaware of the events as they were unfolding, it wasn't until after he posted the video on social media that his friends informed him about the man running around behind him. Curious about what they were talking about, Daniel checked the video out for himself and stared in disbelief. What is even more intriguing is that Daniel and his friends were unable to identify who this could be, leaving them to come to the conclusion that this might be the mythical cryptid known as Bigfoot. Many people have disputed the existence of this legendary figure, but along with Daniel and his friends, most people on social media came to the conclusion that this might just be the Sasquatch of lore. What could it be doing in this guy's farm anyway? The capture of this larger-than-life figure is truly an unbelievable sight for sore eyes. With that, our video has come to an end. Let us know your thoughts on these creepy sightings in the comments below. And if you liked what you saw, what's keeping you from hitting the subscribe button and turning on post notifications? Trust me, you don't want to miss out on any of our videos.